Good morning, everyone. This is our second day in Yellowstone, and we're getting ready to go back to the park. Yesterday, we spent our time going through around geysers. They call it geyser. Seems pronounced geyser, but they said geyser, and it's really a big park. You really need to spend 2 days in the park, and it was really a educational experience. Feeling awe on the nature, on the creation. It's really a nice feeling to be with the nature. So today we'll be going to they call it Yamar or Lamar place. It's a place for where you can see wild animals like the bison, bears, I don't know, wolves, and other wild animals there. So we'll be sightseeing, and I don't know how long we will spend our time here, but we're planning to leave today. If you're traveling, you will experience a lot of things. We're learning as a family. We're learning about dealing with the culture. We met a lot of people. It's a nice feeling. You will be humbled also. We'll try to appreciate the beauty of life, nature, places, languages, and for me, I'm looking for good things to learn, good things to see. It will be an added experience, will be an added observation in life, and that's what life is. Life is a journey, so you need to enjoy life, enjoy nature, enjoy God's creation, and you will really appreciate life if you go around. That's why as a family we love traveling. We like to go to new places to learn things. The most important thing is enjoying your time with your family. Every time I'm with my family, every time we travel, we enjoy each other. We talk about life, we talk about things, we talk about the beauty of life, and we have centered our life focus, our family focus to one thing. And today we'll be hoping for new things, so we'll expect good stuff again today, and we'll let you know. So the first stop on our second day is the Midway Geyser. Yesterday I went up to the hill to watch the full view of the Midway Geyser. But now we want to get closer, to take a good view and feel, and closer to the detail, and also to take a photo. So they said the descendants of the first life forms to evolve on Earth live in the extremely hot, sometimes acidic habitats in and around hydrothermal features. So the heat-loving microorganisms like the thermophiles or thermophiles survive and thrive in Yellowstone's active volcanic environment. So the question is, how do geysers work? Geysers are, hot springs with narrow spaces in their plumbing.
usually near the surface. These constrictions prevent water from circulating freely to the surface, where heat would escape. And as the water rises, steam forms. Bubbling upward, steam expands as it nears the top of the water column until the bubbles are too large and numerous to pass freely through the constrictions. At a critical point, the confined bubbles actually lift the water above, causing the geyser to splash or overflow. This decreases pressure on the system, and violent boiling results. Tremendous amounts of steam force water out of the vent, and the eruption begins. You can see here the beautiful Midway Geyser. I call it, it looks like a big eye. I call it the eye of God. It's really beautiful. And the color is so stunning. It's a combination of yellow, brown, white, blue, orange, yellow. It's really beautiful. And then we passed by the roaring mountain. They call it the roaring mountain. You can hear the sounds like the humming mountain. This is a combination of steam and a sulfur-rich gases emitted, and then the thermophiles or philes, the live bacteria. It causes the slope of the mountain to create some features. So they're all working together: the steam, the thermophiles, and the gases, sulfuric gas. So we are on our way to Lamar Valley. Lamar Valley is the place where you can find wildlife animals like bison, bears, horses, wolves, something like that. And just a reminder, Yellowstone is a dangerous place. It's a dangerous place. So you always, when you are there, you always think of your safety and you always act safely. And you are responsible for your own safety. And the National Park Service always reminds us that animals there are wild. So if you are there, do not approach or feed any animal. The bison, the bears, and elk have injured and killed people. And when you encounter them, stay 100 yards, especially from bears and wolves. And when you encounter other animals, you should stay 25 yards away or 23 meters. And do not stop on or block a road. Just let them go. Just let them cross, something like that. And when we encounter bison, we really did stop and did not move. Also, use pull-outs. Stay in your car to watch animals. Yeah. And be prepared to encounter wild animals. So, and also while we were traveling, when we passed by the Snake River. Snake River is a river from Yellowstone. So watching wildlife in Yellowstone can be an amazing experience, unparalleled in the lower 48 states in USA. All the large mammals present when Yellowstone became a park are here today, such as the grizzly and black bears, the wolves, the mountain lions, the elk, bison, the pronghorn, the moose, and bighorn sheep. You may also see a variety of birds, including the bald eagles. Now, if you're looking for wildlife, uh, you need to conserve. You need to be on time, be on the right time in the right place. So, to conserve energy, most animals are active in the cool or dawn or dusk. Cool, dawn or dusk. So early in the morning or late in the afternoon, or during cool time. The animals are everywhere in the park, but it is easier to see them in open meadows and such brush than in the dense forest. So you can see just out on the area and on the road sometimes. So you need to find a place with a broad view for your binoculars or spotting scope and be prepared to wait. You can take photos and videos, but do not use drone. So Yellowstone is a special place and very different from home. Like any grand adventure, Yellowstone journey will take you to impressive new locations and introduce you to new experiences. There are different risks here than you may have faced before. You are responsible for your own safety. Guys, I'm here right now at one of the creeks in Lama Valley. So in Yellowstone, you can make memories to last a lifetime. There are a lot of activities that you can do in Yellowstone, like camping. So there are some National Park Service operated campgrounds. You need to check in early in the morning and check out late night. But you can stay there, I think, 14 days straight or 30 days, depending on the season. So you need to have a reservation. RV is really the number one mobile vehicles that people are using. And there are other things that you can do, like backcountry camping, fishing and boating, horses, mules, and other activities, back riding. You can do swimming, and there are a lot of things. You will enjoy it, and good for you and your family. So there are a lot of camping grounds. You can do also day hiking, but you need to bring your bear spray, photography. You can do also bicycling. You can take your mountain biking. mountain bikes. I mean, and for young people, they have junior ranger program, something like that. And there are hotels, cottages inside the park. If you can uh, reserve early on. Uh, and so from Lamar Valley, we stopped by the Mammoth Hot Springs. This is the Mammoth Hot Springs. Mammoth Hot Springs terraces are like living sculptures shaped by the volume of water, the slope of the ground, and objects in the water's path. The travertine builds up rapidly here and causes the features to change quickly and constantly. Some vents will clog completely, new vents may form, and all vents may reopen. Sometimes the water is concentrated in a few springs, while at other times it may spread across many outlets. So the features are always changing, but the overall activity of the entire area and the volume of water discharged remain relatively constant. Here, as in a few other places on Earth, rock forms before your eyes. So what is interesting is these travertine terraces, which are found at the Mammoth Hot Spring. It is where the interactions of water and limestone that creates chalk white travertine. And finally, our last stop was the Norris Geyser Basin. It is the park's hottest, most dynamic geyser basin. It includes Steamboat, the world's tallest geyser ever. So this is the park's hottest area. You can feel the smoke, the steam. It is hot and smelly. Smells like a rotten egg. It's a sulfur steam. Guys, finally we're exiting Yellowstone after 2 days spending our time here in Yellowstone, and it was a really good experience, a wonderful experience, especially if you're with your family. It's very refreshing, and it's really I really recommend for you guys to come over and see the park. And I have some tips after this one based on our actual experience. So I'll be giving you some tips if you want to come here in Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming and Montana. So as I have said earlier, we entered the West Yellowstone Gate entrance, which is the Montana entrance, and the downtown here is really close to the entrance. It's just 5 minutes away to the entrance, 0.6 miles.
and it's really good. I mean, we learn a lot. We've seen a lot, good things, sceneries, landscape, places, and it's really fun. And everyone is so excited and exhausted, but feeling contented. We're on our way to California now, but I'll give you more update. I mean, some other experience that we got. All right. So